the idea of being tortured by the process itself, even though in this case it came out okay, as long as these cases continue to be brought, they make you think twice about whether or not to be a good Samaritan.
Well, Dinesh, I'll say this. First of all, you have been a heroic victim of that satanic process. I have been a victim, much less than you, but I don't normally talk about it. I have been a victim of that. We need to stand up. We need to fight. And there is no doubt that folks like this woman prosecutor, and again, these are liberal lunatics. They're as out of touch with the working class and the working men and women of New York City or around this country than anybody. I mean, they might as well work at the UN or live in Brussels. But the point is, a verdict like this sends a signal to them. Next time, don't bother, because people are waking up. You probably won't get a jury that's going to go along with your lunacy. And of course, people like this prosecutor, she's now going to be demonized in the press as the lunatic that she is. She's not some hero. She's crazy. And your average New Yorker knows that she's crazy. So this is not, what does Nancy Pelosi think? What does Alvin Bragg think? What does your average American think? And your average American thinks that Daniel Penny is a hero. It is sad that this guy died, but Daniel Penny is a hero, and we need to step up and thank them. We need to thank them, because he didn't need to step up. He could have done what most people do, is shrink back. By the grace of God, he spoke up, he stepped up. You and I speak out. We need to do that, and God will have our back. However it turns out, we got to do the right thing.
It's almost, Eric, as if I think about the famous biblical story about the Good Samaritan. Now, in the story, the Samaritan comes later after the thief has already beaten up the victim and presumably taken off. But you can almost move the story a little bit forward and imagine the Samaritan showing up while the thief is robbing the victim, and then ask what would the right thing be to do. And it answers itself. The moment you frame the dilemma that way, of course it's the duty of the Samaritan in that situation to intervene. It would make no sense for the Samaritan to say, all right, let me wait until the beating is completed and the thief is made off, and then I will administer aid. That makes no sense at all. So I think this brings a little bit of moral clarity to this situation.